What's going on, everybody? It's Jay Coffee Talk. Thank you for tuning in. Help my channel grow. Take a quick moment, hit that like, subscribe, notification bell. I drop daily videos on all different topics. And as always, get up in that comment thread. I want to hear from the people, your guys' thoughts and take on the topics of the video. But let's get right into this. We're talking about the Houston Texans stunning the New England Patriots. I don't think anyone really saw this coming. Get in the comments if you did. Maybe some of you guys did. But I got to say, even if someone really thought, the Texans were going to get the job done and get this W, I don't know that anyone saw it in this fashion. Because essentially, it happening in this way. Because essentially, I don't want to say they dominated the Patriots, but they decisively beat them. The Patriots were not in this game. And as crazy as it was, they got those 2 garbage time touchdowns. And then in the end, they almost got that onside kick. It was kind of crazy. You know what I mean? Like, they were never in the game. But then, Houston falls back and plays prevent defense. They get them 2 scores. And then, next thing you know, it's a 1-possession game. And, they're trying to get this onside kick. Like, we almost had a ball game. But, it was what it was. This was essentially a chess game that 2 former, members of the Patriots coaching staff, Crennel and O'Brien, who are now with Houston, just out-coached Belichick. You know what I mean? They out-Belichicked Belichick. They put together a great game plan, and they went out there and got the job done. And, Brady had decent numbers, but, that's what I mean. Numbers lie, man. Everyone always says numbers do not lie. Numbers lie, because New England was not in this game. They come out on the opening drive, and, they're looking pretty good, but Houston's able to shut them down in the red zone. They only walk away with 3 points. Then they trade the ball around a little bit, and then Houston gets that interception, and they turn it into 7, which is huge. You know what I mean? That's what it's all about, capitalizing off the other team's mistakes. And as I said, of Crennel and O'Brien winning this chess game against Belichick, I really like the coverages they were bringing and the pass rush. They kept Brady under pressure, and, he just looked flustered back there. You know how Brady is. He's very emotional. For as much success as the Patriots, have had this team, this regime, this dynasty, Brady can get very emotional on that football field. You can get in that man's head, which is, you know what I mean? Like, with someone who's been on the big stage that many times and had all this success, you would think that he would have a better control on that, but that man plays with his heart on his sleeve. He truly does, and they got in his head. They kept him off rhythm. The offense never found a rhythm. They really didn't, They didn't score again after that, opening drive, I don't think until late in the third quarter. I really think that's what it was. And then, like I said, we got 2 garbage time touchdowns, in my opinion. I think that, were they both, I forget, was it under 5 minutes? I forget where the time was at, but the Texans were playing prevent. You know what I mean? And that's what it was. The defense kept Brady and off his his mark that he likes to be on, that rhythm that they like to get in, and they just took that all away from the Patriots. Now, defensively, both teams got 3 sacks. But like I said, numbers lie, especially it seems in this game. The pressure that they had him under was just something else. Now, something else that we have to address, though, as I said, the defense is the in my opinion, was the real difference maker in this game. The Houston Texans offense, really did their thing out there, man. That trick play, man, that was bananas. They say they drew that up in the dirt, and, they knew it was the perfect time. Something that, someone came up in practice with one day in the dirt, like when you're playing, backyard football or whatever, and they just knew it was the right time for it. What a play. It's getting a lot of spins on the highlight reel. But I gotta say, I mean, if you guys follow my channel, you know I'm a Buffalo Bills fan. I like our Thanksgiving Day trick play where our star receiver John Brown threw the touchdown to Devin Singletary. I like that one a little better, but you guys can get in the comments and let me know what you guys thought. But anyways, Watson was like, as I said, he was sacked 3 times, but how many other times was he supposed to be sacked back there? And they couldn't take him down, man. He was very, elusive back there, keeping the play alive. You know what I'm saying? Extending the play, improvising, and he played a hell of a game. 18 for 25. He threw 3 touchdowns, 234 yards. But, man, he just really played a great game. He was on his toes. They couldn't bring that man down, and I know that defense was getting frustrated, and that's something we have to address. This Patriots defense has been phenomenal, this defense. Top rated in the league, and, the offense has not been, what's been shining for the Patriots this year. And the fact that they went out there and beat this defense the way that they did, man, was just something special. Now, how about the Patriots, man? Keep going through kickers, as we saw this kicker shank one in the 3rd quarter. And I don't know, you know what I mean? They just lost another kicker. He had a appendicitis, and now they grabbed this guy off the street and he shanks a kick. This is just so un-Patriot-like. You know what I mean? They always catch the breaks. Everything always kind of seems to go New England's way. And I gotta say, they actually did kind of catch a break this game. If you remember going into the half, that one pass, it was incomplete. The guy landed out of bounds, only got 1 foot in. Houston took a timeout, as we know, under 2 minutes. The booth has to do the review. He took the timeout so that there was extra time, you know what I mean? So Riveron could get a look at it, and they still, that call held up as a catch. And that was just some BS, man. That was I don't know, man. But they caught a break with that one, but it didn't matter. It did not matter at all. Now, listen, something I spoke about in a video a while back. A lot of people are probably going to go crazy on me when I say this. And there's going to be a lot of Patriots fans in the comments probably talking to ish. Listen, you guys had a lot of success, man. I mean, it's unbelievable what you guys have done. But I think, the whole dynasty is coming to an end. Brady, like I said, still put up good numbers. 326 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 of them were in garbage time. But anyways, he still played a decent game, but the man is regressing. He's past his prime. Belichick is all about preparation. This is what I'm saying I spoke about in the other video that I did. You can find it on my channel. If you want a link, let me know in the comments. I'll get you the link. But I did a whole video on it about Brady's time in New England might be coming to a close. You know what I mean? Belichick didn't really want to trade Jimmy Garoppolo. And what I'm trying to say is, you think of Brady, everything he's done, the dynasty and all that, and you're like, this man, he ain't going nowhere. Listen, Belichick is always about playing chess, staying 1 step ahead of everyone else, being ready, thinking forward, preparing for the future. And Brady isn't it no more, as far as to the standards that he was before. And I don't know, man, there's been a lot of talk. There's been sources close to Brady that's been saying, Brady might end up finishing his career out with the Chargers. And I'll leave that at that. But the dynasty is coming to a close. A lot of people are probably going to be like, geez, they only lost their 2nd game of the season. No, they did. It's true. They did. And the 2 losses that they've had, though, they've looked pretty, they got beat. Baltimore beat the brakes off them. Houston, even though, like I said, the numbers are lying and the score looked, a lot closer than the game really was. Houston went out there, beat the brakes off them, too. And, man, check it out. For the first time since 2010, the AFC East title is up for grabs this late in the season, as the Patriots are only 1 game ahead of my Buffalo Bills. We still have our 2nd meeting coming up. We got to play Baltimore this week. This is gonna be a huge game for us. But the Patriots also are no longer the #1 seed in the AFC. Now, with them dropping to 3 losses and having the same record as Baltimore owns that tiebreaker, because of the head-to-head victory. But I don't know, man. Get in the comments. Let me know your guys' thoughts on the whole game. Let me know what, you guys think about what I'm saying about the dynasty coming to a close. You know what I mean? I'm not covering this as just like a Buffalo Bills fan. I'm covering this, as like, doing some sports analysis here. And even though, they have this record and they're the #2 seed in the AFC, the Patriots' whole, movement has been, greatness and being exceptional. And even though, they're still at where they're at, they're not these amazing dominant Patriots that we've seen in the past. You know what I mean? It's just different. It's a different feel, and I don't know, I think some changes are going to be coming to the Patriots organization. So get in the comments. Let me know your guys' thoughts on this whole thing. What a game by Houston once again. Really going out there as a team, getting it done. They just kept these guys, off their mark from Jump Street. And, New England couldn't do what they needed to do. I really think a lot had to do with that coaching. Like I said, Crennel and O'Brien, they knew how to play this chess game against Bobby Fischer, a.k.a. Bill Belichick. And, that's another thing my Buffalo Bills have in our favor. We have our offensive coordinator, Brian DeBall, who, over the past couple weeks has really, started shining. That offense has really been finding a rhythm. And, he's, very, very familiar with Belichick also. And another thing I want to add about my Bills, like I said, this video isn't as a Bills fan, even though I'm mentioning the Bills so much. There's just, that AFC East divisional title, the battle is not over. And something else with this team, the Bills, obviously over the years through our playoff drought and through all the greatness that the Patriots achieved, there's probably a mental aspect to the Buffalo Bills players. You know what I mean? They want to go out there and beat the Patriots, but, there's that feeling like, oh, man, they've always beat us. These guys on this team weren't, you know what I mean? This is a new team. These guys weren't there that whole time, so they might, they probably don't look at things that way. You know what I mean? They probably feel like, hey, we're making history right now for our organization. We're back on the come up, and we're gonna beat these guys. That's what it is. So get in the comments. Let me know your thoughts on the whole game, the AFC East, divisional battle, the whole playoff picture in the AFC, the whole conference. Let me know your thoughts on it all. Thank you for tuning in. Look forward to talking with you guys in that comment thread. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, like, the subscribe, the notification bell. I also cover music, other sports, news, current events, blogs about life, all kinds of stuff, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you on the next video. I'm out of here. Peace.